Hello friends! In this video I'm going to be showing you a pen and stationery haul. Stationery Pal reached out to me and asked if they could kind of sponsor a video by sending a pack of goodies. So I thought that would be super fun. I know there are some things that some of you guys have been asking me for that I haven't been able to find. So I thought that would be fun to show you today, and let's get right into it. The first pack of pens I have is this Monami Plus pen, and I feel like I've had some of you ask me for a review of this pen. I had never really heard of it, but they were really pretty colors and I honestly wasn't really quite sure what to expect. But as you can see, it actually does have a little variation when you push harder with how thick your strokes are. So if you are familiar with brush lettering, this is kind of a brush lettering look, which I wasn't 100% expecting. And I'm definitely excited to use these a little bit more and test them out for you and maybe give you some tutorials using these because, like I said, there are a lot of really pretty colors. I will show you all of the swatches here in a minute except for two of them. And if you notice, two of the greens that I had in this pack were upside down, and that was just because they were kind of inky, so I will show you that in a second. But overall, I tried all of them besides those two, and they are really pretty, and I love how you can get the difference in thick and thin strokes, even with a pen like this. So I think you guys are really going to like these. The next one here is this Future Color brush pen set, and these have a brush tip, and they're pretty soft, and as you can see, the upstrokes aren't super thin, but they did give you a brush lettered look. Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to test these out. This is just kind of a haul video, so if you guys want to know how these hold up over time, let me know in the comments below, and I will try to keep you updated with those. But on first reaction, they're not like a super crisp brush pen, but they might be a good option for you if you're looking for something that's flexible or something affordable. And here are the color swatches that I have with these. Now the next thing is something that I don't think I was expecting in my package, and as you can see, they are these highlighters, and they look very similar to another popular highlighter that's out there. And so I wasn't 100% sure what to think about these. They're called the Milk Liner highlighters, but the tips are actually different than the other highlighters that I've tried. So while they do have a regular highlighter tip on one side, they actually have a side that kind of looks a little bit like a Crayola Super Tips. It didn't feel like it to me. I think it's maybe a little bit smaller and not as soft. But when I saw that, I was curious if you would be able to get that kind of brush lettered look, even though it's a highlighter. So I did try that out for you, and you'll see that here in a second. But overall, I actually have used these a couple of times, and I really did like them. So if you guys want a comparison between the different highlighters that I have, let me know. I have another highlighter set coming in this haul. And then I also have my go-tos that I already have in use, so if you would like to see that, just let me know. But I'm actually attempting that brush lettered look just to see if I can get it to work. And I thought that it was pretty nice. You do have to push pretty hard to get that thicker downstroke, but I thought that for a highlighter, it was kind of fun if you are looking for something that's a highlighter but also wanted to test out brush lettering. And again, here are the color swatches, and I could do a side-by-side of all the different highlighters. If that's something that you guys would like to see, just let me know. But this is what they look like with the bold and the fine tip. Overall, I thought they were really nice. We'll see how they hold up, but I really liked them and I used them a few times. The next thing that they sent me is the Tombow Dual Brush Pen, and as you guys know if you've watched my channel, I do use the Tombow Dual Brush Pen. I have a few tutorials with them, which I can link in the description box below. But they sent me this pack that I don't have yet, which is full of these beautiful colors, and I think that some of these from this pack are actually some of their newer colors. So I thought that these were really beautiful, and as you guys know, I love my Tombow Dual Brush Pens. I think that they can be a little bit tricky for beginners sometimes. It just kind of depends on your preference though. Some people really like using them from the get-go, so it just kind of depends if you are looking for a really flexible pen or not. These are pretty flexible, and the tip is quite a bit larger than some of these smaller brush pens that are out there. So if that's what you're looking for, you may like this one. It also comes with a bullet tip that you can see here, and that this is the tropical pack, so I really thought that these colors were super pretty. Sometimes it's hard to see the yellows on camera, but I think that for the most part they show up really nicely. It also does come with a blender pen, which there are a lot of things that you can do with Tombow Dual Brush Pens with blending, whether that's blending right on the paper or it's using them kind of like you would use watercolors by like coloring on something and then picking that color up with a water brush or a paintbrush. So like I said, I have some tutorials on those, so if you would like to see those, I will link them in the description box below. The next thing that they sent me is the Zig Brushables. Now, if you have been here for a while, you probably already know that I love Zig Brushables, but if you haven't been here for a while, you might not know that. And the reason why is because I've had a lot of trouble finding them. I think that I used to be able to find them locally, like in a craft store. I just haven't seen them for a long time, maybe over a year. And these were one of my favorite brush pens that I always recommended to people at the beginning. And when I first got them out to test out after they sent them to me, I still have some Zig Brushables, but they're really old and they don't work as well as, you know, a new brush pen does. And so when I first started writing with these, I was like, yes, they're just as good as I remember. I really like these brush pens. They feel so nice and crisp. I don't know if it's just my personal preference, but the size is just really nice to me. It's kind of like an in-between size. It's flexible, but it's still firm. I just really like these. And with the brushables, I know that I've showed the Zig Scroll and Brush before, which only has a brush tip on one side. And the reason that I've bought those is just, again, because I've had trouble finding the brushables. So with these, they have a brush tip on both ends, and they have kind of coordinating colors where it's like a darker one and a lighter one. So I'm just showing you a little bit of shading using those two different colors on the same pen. But when I show the swatches, you can see that they have that coordinating color with them. So some of them it's a really subtle difference, and some of them it's a little bit bigger of a difference. But I was really excited to get these. They honestly were as good as I remember. And so if you've been looking for the brushables, I will link them below. I believe that they have some free shipping over a certain amount worldwide. So if you're somebody who's not in the US and struggle to find places that will ship to you, you can check the link below. The next thing that I have to show you is the second highlighter set. They're just a nice highlighter. I haven't used them on text yet, so again, if you want to see a whole comparison, let me know the things that you want to know about highlighters, like which pens they work with, if they work on, you know, printed paper, that kind of thing. If you have any questions like that about highlighters, leave them below for me. And the next set that I have are these Marvy drawing pens, which I had not even seen before. You know, I really like my Marvy products, so I was kind of surprised that I hadn't seen these before, but there was such a huge range. They're mostly fine liners with one brush tip, which you can see at the end, but overall they were really nice. Like I said, they are just a regular fine liner, so if you're looking for something that has a huge range in sizes, this might be a good option. I haven't compared them to my other fine liners yet, but I do use fine liners quite a bit in different types of like Bible journaling, and so I'll definitely have to do some comparing with my other ones to see how these hold up. So next they sent me some stationery products. They sent me this little planner, which is kind of like one of those, if you do time blocking, this might be really helpful. It has the hours on one side and then the tasks that you can put on the other. And then they also sent me a whole bunch of washi tape. So a couple of these I asked for, but they also sent me a bunch of extras, so you can see these here. I was really excited about this grid style of washi tape. I just think it would be a really nice accent when you have like florals, and a lot of times I don't really know what to do with a floral washi tape, but then I also don't want to only use the floral, so I thought that that would be a really fun one to combine. And overall, I'm just really excited about using these in my bullet journal. I love using washi tape in my bullet journal because it makes it so simple. And these actually stuck really nicely. Sometimes you buy washi tape and it like has no stick to it, but these, as you can see, they're sticking really nicely. And these are kind of like a pattern texture one, or kind of like an outdoor texture maybe, and they are so, so pretty. Especially the galaxy looking one is one of my favorites. I have a feeling I'm going to be using that all of the time. So let me know if you have any other washi tape crafts that you enjoy. Otherwise, I will link my bullet journal videos for you below. I have a playlist with all of my bullet journal videos if you're interested in those. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this haul. Thank you so much to Stationery Pal for sending me this. I will link all these products below, but I did notice that sometimes their stock changes. So I know that they do get new products and things change. So I will leave a link for what I can find below, and I hope you will check that out. And thank you guys for watching. If you are interested in learning how to hand letter, I will leave some lettering resources in the description box below. I have a free mini course that you can sign up for, and I also have some other lettering resources and blog posts and playlists and that kind of things. And like I said, I'll also leave the link for my bullet journaling videos if you are interested in those, and my other pen hauls. So I have a lot of content here for you if you want to see more. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.